Hey, wanting to start this message in a different way than usual with a name that I go by, Laura J, self-coined for Laura Jean Ellen Hamilton, all four of my names, reduced to one that is quick and truly Canadian, eh? EH being my third and fourth initials. And so that's a playful way that I have learned to get an okay from my name, which was something that I learned in one of the speakers trainers conferences that I went to over the years. And I say that because I have really been getting myself into rooms with people that I know can help me boom in my personal growth. People who can help me really up level my thinking to a new level. And what I know for sure and can say with conviction is that I have become a person. I have become a woman. I have become someone that helps others sharpen their thinking, who helps people think about their circumstances in a different way. And I've been writing the real story of Rome and pulling together the Russian doll theory of jurisdiction from the perspective of covenants and the smaller classes of people that got subdivided into the Noahidic or the Noahide, the Noahic, Noahic, the Noahic. I don't know how you actually say it, so I need to get better at that. But the Noahic covenant is different from the Abrahamic covenant and the Mosaic covenant of Moses, as well as the New Testament covenant that Jesus gave to his 12 disciples that actually reflect the 12 sons of Israel, or the 12 sons of Israel, which was Jacob, and was it not Sarah? I forget who it was that Jacob's son Joseph was born to. But what I find so interesting is about how the Davidic covenant is even different from those mentioned before, too. And each of these are stacked on top of each other jurisdictionally, and I can break it down for you. Have you heard it done before? Because I haven't. However, I have been diving into the law from an uncommon perspective for the last 5+ years. And I am sharing everything that I have learned to the best of my ability, condensed in this book master manuscript that I'm working on, and also will be speaking to pieces of in the mastermind that is happening on Monday nights. Now, next Monday will be the fourth meeting of its kind. And last week we were talking from the perspective of patterns, leaving the names of people out when accusations are made or things attempted that don't go as we had hoped. What then? And it was a really fascinating conversation, well worth being part of. So I did share it to my Patreon group for free so that anyone can access it at this point, but that will not always be the way. That will not always be the way, because always be the way, and it will not always be that way, is not necessarily the same thing twice. For one is emphasis, and the other a direction. So, I'm really into this whole Matryoshkin doll, Russian doll concept of jurisdictions in relation to these covenants. And I'm so excited to be breaking it down because jurisdiction in the law was the last section that I wrote. Before then, I pulled this one in to be able to get into, and now I'm condensing and refining it further too. And I'm just grateful to be able to finally be pulling 3 years worth of research together to be like, why was I talking about David and Goliath? Why was I talking about Noah and the curse on Canaan, Ham's son? when he told when Ham told his brothers that Noah was naked in his tent, which represented the tabernacle of his heart, which tabernacle is part of one of these covenants. I think the Mosaic one. And so it's just like, why I am the one doing this, I don't know. Why I have this compulsion, obsession, just interest, excitement into researching this and getting to the bottom of it quite literally, I don't know. But it is definitely part of my soul's calling here. And it's part of what I got locked up for indirectly. And it's all making so much more sense in retrospect because my soul learned so much by going through some of the challenging things that I have. And I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful to have learned. And no, I don't need to go through what I have in the same way that I have again. I learned that way. I'm good. Thank you very much. So hopefully you can say the same about lessons that you have learned from. And what we're going to do together on Mondays is practice talking about patterns instead of people or problems. We're not going to get stuck in drama anymore, and we'll talk about Cartman's drama triangle, which is a really powerful victim triangle to be aware of that also has an opposite, the empowered dynamic. The TED Talks you want to talk about. Those TED Talks are the flip side, where the victim becomes the creator. The rescuer becomes the challenge or the coach, asking questions that help the victim come out of their victim state to find an answer and resource themselves that they hadn't thought to ask so as to not realize they already had the answer too. And then the bully or the persecutor actually then becomes the challenger, because you can disagree with someone and challenge an idea without convicting or condemning the one with that idea. Separating the person from the behavior is a very important part of the empowered storytelling method. And I'm really excited to be practicing it on Monday nights in this meeting. And then also at events where we commonly come together to be part of a shared experience within a community context. Which is a whole lot of words for saying coming together to have fun at a festival or an event, a gathering. Coming to dance and sing and bling out together by doing what we do regardless of the weather. If it's indoors, it doesn't matter. And if it's out, well, without a doubt, depends how out of the box you are as to how you receive the rain on your special day. So, I look forward to hearing what all of this has meant to you and for you, what you'll do with it, whether you're going to come on Monday. If you are willing to actually consider this jurisdictional Russian doll concept that I'm bringing forward, if you are interested in actually talking about peace at a higher level, well, let's get together on Monday and figure it out. Tuesday is the next Creative Continuum gathering meeting as well for the planning committee. If anyone is interested in being part of that, please do reach out and we can have a chat. I would love to know how you'd like to get involved. We are still looking for musicians, artisans, authors. I'm going to be co-hosting an author's corner. So if you've written a book and would like to be part of this author's corner, then I would really love to hear from you about your book and what went into writing it on your part so that you were able to do it, and then what you're working on. And I am also wanting to invite those who speak at the Purple Hill Creative Continuum gathering. I would like to invite those who facilitate a workshop to be able to also even be part of a summit where we can come together afterwards and we can share the best that we've got, put it into an incredible community package, and then make some not just profits from a monetary income perspective, but we can receive some energy for the energy we're putting out in kind, because there is a difference between inviting an entity in through the use of the term income, that is an invitation in, compared to an energy exchange that allows us to exchange our energy without getting stuck or conformed or contorted to fit into a box, which is why torts are lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot. And it's pretty friggin' neat that we get to figure out these subtle nuances and also heal ourselves together in good company, knowing we're not perfect and that we all make mistakes and will continue to until we don't. So, if you want to join, then make sure you're subscribed to PIWU.ca. 6 letters and a period. PIWU.ca. Peaceful Inner Warriors United is the way that we come together to do the seemingly impossible and put the apostrophe in the I am possible. You see? Let's do it. Mondays. Pretty exciting days. Tuesdays, every other week, are these festival meetings, and we've only got 3 more to go. So if you want to have a leadership role within the festival, which is not a festival, the gathering of us in good company to have a great time together, well, then reach out. Let us do this. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited for you to be part of it too. So if you want to be part of it, we are far more organized than we would have been if each of us hadn't been learning all we have in previous years from experiences we've had from helping others run festivals to now be doing our own at a level that makes us say, wow, this throne is a pretty sweet one. And it ain't the holy seedies, let me tell ya.